Rodo, how well debería, todavía, it all flows so beautifully. Thank you. Ah, nostalgia.
Nostalgia's not what it used to be, Tony.
Right. Antonella Del Fattore-Olson is a distinguished senior lecturer at UT Austin, where she teaches courses in Italian language, culture, theater, and literature. She is co-author of In Viaggio, a textbook for intermediate Italian, and 2 open education online resources, Radio Arlecchino and ITAL educational videos. Antonella's husband, the actor Bobby Olson, recently translated a play by Dacia Maraini, one of the most prominent contemporary Italian writers. Antonella and Bobby will read excerpts from Maraina's Un treno, una notte, a train, a night. Please welcome Antonella Del Fattore and Bobby Olson.
Hello, thank you so much. And we are not real translators, so we are doing it for fun. We are doing it because we love so much this woman, Dacia Maraini. She's an incredible writer, but also an incredible human being who has been fighting forever for the justice to give a voice to people who did not have a voice, especially women, but only women. So we were very happy when we were asked to translate some of her works. And for tonight, we chose the one that actually Bob translated from Italian, and it's called A Train and a Night. It comes from this book. It's called La Casa tra due palme, and it's a collection of 7 radio dramas that were commissioned to Dacia. So 6 of them, she wrote it for the RAI, which is the national television network in Italy, and by director and actors. But 1, she wrote it just for her private enjoyment, and it's the one that we translated, and we are going to read parts of it to you. And it's about incommunicability, identity crisis. It's about human feelings, suffering, but also trying to find a way to overcome that. And so in this one that we are going to read, A Train and a Night, she is on a train, which is a favorite means of transportation because she can be close with people. And in Italy we use it a lot. She talked about the story of 3 different groups. Each group has 2 people. One is Mr. Gray and Mr. Black, which we are going to be reading to you. Then we have another, this is all in a train, right? I don't know, you say scompartimento, in a car, I guess, bag wagon. And so then you have a mother, a father and a child, very complicated child, and then 2 friends that talk to each other. One is half asleep, so the other one can tell her a lot of confession about a relation with her husband. So it's kind of weird, but it's very real. So we're going to read now one of the dialogue between Mr. Gray and Mr. Black. And then I thought, well, we are going to read just the beginning in Italian, and then if we have time, a little bit more of the dialogue between these 2 very suffered men.
Antonella,
Sì.
if you translated that, how come you say you're not translators?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not a translator, meaning that first of all, my husband did, Bob did. I help him for with the Italian, but I mean, it's not my profession. I know them. I'm sure that you all do it for fun as well, but I don't feel I'm that good. I'm that sophisticated to be able.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We usually translate our own things for one reason or another.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
It's always from English to Italian or vice versa for what we do
You want to use
outside
mine?
of UT. No, you use it on screen. Italian. I know how to screen.
We don't do that here.
33 years at UT, I know how to screen, trust me. Okay. So, I'm Mr. Gray and he's Mr. Black. And we are I'll just jump on the train, try to find my seat. Excuse me, is this seat taken?
I don't think so. Please, By the way, the train is half empty.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Uh, no, I haven't really. Sorry.
No, I am really sorry. It's awful hot in here, isn't it? With your permission.
No, it's I who needs your pardon.
The fault is all mine, I assure you.
I'm sorry, but it's mine entirely.
I think we should establish who here is at fault.
I'm clearly the one at fault.
No, it is I, assure you.
No, dear sir. You see, ever since I was little, I've always taken all the blame. It's a habit I won't give up. And as you see, my shoulders are wide for handling heavy loads.
I could never allow someone to take responsibility for my faults. It's just not possible. I'm happy if you have strong shoulders on which carry your load, but I cannot allow you to add mine.
I began at a very young age. You can imagine how young. My first fault, being born. I was 3 years old. My mother was feeding me, and I was looking at her dark circles, and I remember the guilt of being responsible for her aging due to my birth. I stopped eating from that moment on. I think I almost died. Then one day, I must have been about 5, my father ran a car into a tree and died himself. More responsibility, more guilt. I told myself that if I'd loved him more, that probably would have never happened. This new remorse, however, caused me to mend from the previous one.
See.
I began eating again, but was tormented by an extreme headache from the guilt of my father dying, for which I will never excuse myself. I still, to this day, suffer those same headaches, even though they're irregular, of course, but they're suffocating just the same.
Well, truth be told, mine began much later in life. I was about 25 years old. Once my father kissed a young woman in front of me. The young woman was my fiancée at the time. I took on such a feeling of deep guilt. I didn't say anything, I couldn't. There was the double blame, one covering the other, and there is no remedy.
You said it yourself, my guilt is definitely older than yours. One could say I'm somewhat of a veteran.
On the other hand, I'm still at war.
And as a veteran, it's up to me to assume all the blame.
I wouldn't want the guilt to escape my own guilt. I never have.
Yes, well, so tell me, is your guilt redeemable at times?
Hold on, I will say that. Well, certainly at times. I have difficulties retaining self-esteem, but somehow I manage. I have a certain skill in redeeming myself.
I, on the other hand, never redeem myself. I wouldn't know where to begin. My faults are defined and absolute. I'll drag them around for the rest of my life, probably. At most, while accumulating one on top of the other, they lose strength. But in the end, they're always going to be there.
So, would I be at fault by having underestimated your faults? My apologies. I should never have assumed. Forgive me.
No, please, it's I that never should have involved you in such uninteresting matters.
Okay, now we are going to read just the beginning of this in Italian. If we have time, we'll do the continuation of this weird dialogue. Sei pronto in italiano?
Sì, sì. Vai.
Pronto. Scusi, è libero questo posto?
Beh, credo di sì, sia comodi, prego. Il treno comunque è semivolo.
Mi scusi se ingombro.
Scusi lei, ora mi sposto, pesa?
No, lasci, faccio io. Oh, mi scusi, fa molto caldo qui dentro. Mi scusi, permesso, mi scusi.
No, sono io che mi scuso con lei, perdoni.
La colpa è tutta mia.
No, è mia.
Forse bisognerebbe stabilire, prima di tutto, chi di noi due è colpevole.
Io sono il colpevole.
No, semmai io, scusi.
No, vedi caro signore, io fin da quando ero piccolo mi sono preso tutte le colpe. È un'abitudine a cui non rinuncio facilmente. Ho delle buone spalle, uso portare fardelli.
Ma io non potrei mai permettere che qualcuno si addossi le mie colpe. Scusi, ma proprio non posso. Se lei ha buone spalle, ne sono contento, ma non può portare i suoi pesi più i miei. So, that will be it for the Italian. Should we read the second dialogue? I don't know if we have enough time. No, we stop here. Just a little bit. Okay. So, questo 4. The train is only, okay. Just a little bit. So the train is only half full, did you notice? Would you like me to look for another seat, then you go sleep? I fear that my constant chatter is keeping you awake.
It is I who feels to be bothersome. I've even taken the most comfortable seat.
Where are you going, if I may be so bold to ask?
Belgium.
Oh, Belgium.
Belgium for me is like a father, an ascetic father, however, who has little to do with his children. Actually, he fears them. He watches them in fear. He torments himself with their education. A father far away, yet still present. A good father who capriciously observes me from a distance.
How strange. I never had a father. I may, however, have a mother, Italy.
Excuse me the audacity, mother or stepmother?
A mother, yet at the same time a daughter. It's hard to explain. Do you have children?
Yes, two.
Boys or girls?
2 girls.
Well, so you understand perfectly what I'm saying. Picture a daughter who comes home late, sits on the edge of the bed, and recounts everything down to the smallest detail.
The smallest detail meaning what?
Well, we stop here. If you want to know the details, you can